Okay, so now we have a clear cut of the reasons why sales are not coming in. And then we have to reverse engineer it and go and solve. I'm going to shortcut this because this can take an hour. So I'm merging two different frameworks together for you to understand. This might be a little bit longer than the other content you've watched. So please bear with me. I'm merging two different concepts because I want to make it shorter. And this is the strategic thinking. After this, we move into the tactical play on how it's actually done and how you can actually implement it. Then I'll give you the final lesson. So two more lessons for us to learn. If you have been watching till now, congratulations. I'm about to show you what I've done to generate 7 figures in my business, working with less than 10 people. So this is it. For people to discover you, you need to put yourself out there, right? You'll get there. But you need to understand the kind of people who are out there before they discover you. People make mistake and think that it's all about discovery. So they keep posting content. They keep running ads and they will complain, I'm running ads, but my ads are not working. Posting content, people view, but they don't buy. I have a lot of followers. I have people who have 10,000 followers, who have 50,000. There's one architect that I was talking to. They have 250,000 followers. They post content and less than two people will see it. Nobody will like it. Nobody will comment. And they're still not working because they are forgetting the fact that there are different levels of people out there. So the wrong people can discover you and it won't work. So let me break it down here. Let me use an example. So we have something framework. The first framework that we have here is what we call the level of awareness. Now, the level of awareness is such that every buyer should be aware of the problem that you're solving for them. It doesn't matter if you're selling real estate, if you're selling fashion, you're solving a problem for someone. Every buyer that you know is on a journey, right? Our work as businesses is to guide them on their journey. They are the heroes of their journey, and we are just guiding them. So we are coming in with a map that this is how we can help you. Now, what journey are they on? We need to understand the journey very well. Some buyers are running away from a pain towards pleasure. They are running from pain. Some buyers are running towards pleasure. For example, if you sell recreation services, hotel, restaurant, it's nice. It's fun. So people are heading towards pleasure when you sell that. If you sell weight loss, people have fat in their body. They want to lose weight. If you sell investment, people want to make money. Maybe their things are not going well for them right now. They want to make money. But if you look closely at it, we are all trying to solve problems for people because the person who wants to book a honeymoon, though honeymoon is fun, he will come to you or she will come to you because he is struggling to book a honeymoon location. The person who wants a vacation wants to go and relax, but you ask yourself, why would somebody want to go and relax? Because he's been going through a lot of stress. That period is the pain that he's running from. So every customer is on a journey. Your job is to identify the journey that you are helping them on. Once you know the journey, you will know the different kinds of customers. So let me use the example of somebody who wants to lose weight. Now, if somebody wants to lose weight, there are different reasons. There are different people who wants to lose weight. There is one particular person who wakes up in the morning and feels tired, feels sluggish, goes to work and sleep at work. Right, but he doesn't know that there's too much cholesterol or fat in his body. So this person, when you're creating content, when you're running ads and you are selling your product, when you're talking about the solution, he won't pay attention to you because he's unaware of the problem that he's going through. He doesn't know it. And you are selling the product. So he can see your content and will pass by it and won't comment and won't chat you and won't start a sales conversation with you because your content, your ads is not connecting with him. Right? And then there's another person who later discovers that, oh, because there's too much fat in my body, I feel tired, I'm not able to climb the stairs. Now he's aware of the problem. He's experiencing the problem. So if you create content and you talk about a problem, he will stop and pay attention. Right? The first person won't stop because he doesn't know. Right? So if you create content and talk about a problem, this person is now aware of the problem he's going through it, so he can stop and say that, okay, this is why, now I understand. So, okay, how can I solve it? Then he comes to you and start asking questions about the solution that you're selling, whether it's a fitness, whether it's fashion, whatever it is. Now, when they come and you introduce them, oh, I'm into fashion. When I saw your dress for you, you look very elegant. It doesn't matter that you're fat, you still look smart. That is the solution you're offering, right? And now you move into the product. Now, when they get to the stage, they realize that, okay, due to my solution, due to my problem, I need this particular solution. Now they open up. There are different solutions out there. For example, the person who wants to lose weight, when he discovers that, okay, my problem is that I have too much fat in my body and I have to get rid of fat. Now the solution becomes open. He sees a lot of alternatives. He's going to see supplements can help, herbal medication can help. He can go to the gym, he can take IV therapy, he can do surgery. 5 different solutions out there. So now he starts researching, he starts reading about it, he starts saving, he starts asking different questions, start comparing prices. He has not decided that he's going to choose a particular solution. Now, not your product, the solution. Now, he will get to the point and say that, no, I don't like surgery. Surgery is risky. Or I don't like gym. Gym can take forever. Or I can't do keto or paleo diet. It might not work on my body. Now, I have options like supplement and IV therapy. I have to choose one. IV therapy is very expensive, so let me go with supplement. The moment he decides to choose supplement, he has still not chosen your product or your service. He has chosen the solution. He has selected the solution. So now your content, your art, and your marketing have to sell him on the solution, right? And then sell him on your product or your solution. So imagine we have 5 categories of people, and your kind of content that you create, your kind of ads that you're creating is just testimonials showing people that, okay, you just finished someone's work and they're happy. All of these people will see your content, it will look nice, and they will pass by it because you're just talking about your product. You're speaking to the people who are ready to buy now. Okay. And these people are very small. When you pick 100 of them, these people are only 3%, right? The people who are ready to buy now, they are only 3%. Out of 100, only 3% are ready to buy now. So if you're only doing content, if you're only running ads for people to come and buy, if you're running discount, so if you're running discount promotion, running ads, doing content for people to come and buy, you're only speaking to 3% out of every 100. Now that means that 4 categories of people will see you and pass by you because you're not talking to them because they don't understand what you're saying, right? You're only asking people who know they need a solution, they know your product, and they are ready, right? Being ready is very important. That is what we'll talk about in the next lesson. So what we do here is you have to create different types of content. Content that introduces the person that, okay, this problem you're going through is because of this and that. Content that says that if you're going through this problem, then this is how to solve it. You take them from problem, introduce them to the solution. Because you have fat in your body, you have to be able to get rid of it. And there are so many solutions out there. You now make all the solutions aware, let them aware of all the solutions out there, and then pinpoint the one that you're selling. That, okay, out of all of these solutions, this is what works. Why? Then you give them reasons why it works. So your content here, from the person who is not aware that fat is a problem, cholesterol is a problem for him, and why he's struggling, should now talk about cholesterol, introduce him to the fact that this is the problem he's going through, introduce him to all the solutions out there, supplement, surgery, herbal meals, gym. Now you can do a chart and say all of these things are very expensive, will take time. But when you take an IV therapy, within a day it will burn off your fats. Now you're introducing them to your product. First of all, you spoke about the solution, which is IV therapy. Now, after the IV therapy, you now talk about your product to say that when you come to us, this is exactly what we do. So basically, you have 5 categories of people. If you want them to discover you every day, you have to speak to the level where they are for them to understand. Now, when they become aware that, oh, okay, I want to go with IV therapy. It's 2,500, but it's because it's fast and it's effective and it's not going to pose any risk for me. Then I have to understand which clinic, which doctor can solve this problem for me. Now, at this stage, there are 17 of them who are researching, right? They are now understand that this is the solution they need. but they haven't decided on the company. They haven't decided on the exact product that they're going to choose. This is a different level. They have to create content to fit these people. So the type of content that you create, how you create it should communicate and meet them at that point where they are gathering information. So these people gathering information will come and ask you questions. Some will observe and go away. They will not do anything. They are gathering information. So the kind of content you post is very important. The kind of art you run is very important. So when you're running art, you have to run ads to cover all of these five categories of people, different arts. When you're creating content, you create content that covers all of this so that when somebody sees your content, they know you're talking to them, they will understand you. But if you create just one type of content, when I watch some people's Instagram page, they're just doing before and after. Before and after only sits here for people who are ready. Some people are just doing demonstrational videos showing how their work is done. Some people are doing educational videos. Keep teaching, which is very fine. But if you keep teaching, you're showing people who are unaware and people who are aware of the problem what the solution is. After the solution, you have to be able to move them to now buy your product. If you're not creating that type of content, then you're losing them. If you're not running that type of ad, then you're losing them. If you're not running that type of campaign, then you're losing them. Your marketing should now focus on all of these things. This is what discovery is about. So it's not just about posting anything, but understanding your customer to the point that where they are so that they can meet you and communicate with you. Because this is the second framework, and this is called the buyer pyramid. Because right now, if you're only running discount, you're speaking to these people. These people are looking for information. It doesn't matter if you run 90% discount. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say somebody is about to get married. Their wedding is in 6 months, and you're running a discount promotion on makeup. That if you come and do your makeup, bridal makeup, we'll do it for you this month. It doesn't matter because their time is not near. In the next 6 months, he's going to gather information on different makeup and decide which one she wants to go with. Right? So it doesn't matter what you do, you can't manipulate people to buy unless their timing is right. For example, somebody who wants to, let's say, buy a car and hasn't been able to save enough, or the loan to buy the car hasn't been approved. If you reduce your car this month by 50%, he will not be able to buy because he's gathering information. His time is not right. The moment his time gets right, he moves into 3%. Every day, every week, every month, 3% out of every 100 already, they have money available. Their time is right. They have money. The agency is hitting. There's a deadline and they're decided now. So all that you do is to create the right content so that this 3% will meet you. In some industry, the 3% is very huge. In some industry, the 3% is very small. You need to understand your industry. If you're selling something like hair, there's so many people who are buying hair every weekend. So if you look at their 3%, that 3% might be like 300,000 every Saturday, right? So out of that number, your competitors are running ads as well. Your competitors are also creating content. How do you create your content so that when they see yours, they stop, so they can start sales conversation with you? How do you create your art so that when they see yours, they come to you? Mind you, it's not discount that you can use to attract them. And it's not just one type of content that you can use to attract them. So there are different types of content. In the last 7 months, I've tried 127 different types of content, and only 29 has proven to work. And this 29 covers all of the frameworks, covers all of the users. I think it's been 40 minutes now, and this is the strategic thinking. The large percentage of the market that can make you a lot of money, they don't even know they have a problem that you are solving for them, right? Mind you, they are on a journey. Some people are on a journey, they don't even know the journey yet. You, the business, have to help them discover the journey by making them aware of the problem, right? So if you look at it, 60 and 20 here, that is 80%. Competition is struggling on this. 17%, they know they will buy, but they might buy in 3 months, they might buy in 6 months. They are still gathering information. That information could be they are finding the right price, they are finding the right customer, they want to trust you, they are waiting for money, right? That is information they are waiting for it. But these people, he knows he has a problem, right? But maybe he doesn't have money, so he won't buy. Like, I know I have this Zoom so happening, I need to get solar battery. But the solar battery, when I went to check, is 150,000. I'm not ready to buy it now, but I can save towards it in 6 months. I'm now saving towards it. I have not even started thinking of who I'm going to buy it from. So when my money is not ready and you're now doing a solar battery promotion and you're now showing me video of somebody who bought your solar battery and is enjoying, that is noise to me. I'll see it, I'll watch it, and I'll pass by it, right? But if you now come and tell me that if you're someone who wants to own a solar battery, but you're not ready, you'll be ready in 3 months because you're saving money to buy. Now you're speaking to me. Now I'll stop everything and pay attention to you. Now, based on that content, I'm going to send you a message and start chatting you and add you to my plans. So this group of people, I call them the invincible customers because you can't see them now. Most of them will consume your content, will see your ad, will come to your page. They will follow you, they will like your content, they won't communicate with you, right? Majority of my customers, my client, agency clients right now, they never commented on my post, they never liked anything, but they will read, and when they are ready, they will send me a message. There's one lady who saw my post somewhere September last year and liked it. That was it. But decided to sign up April this year. So when I was checking, I realized that this person saw me September last year, saw my ad, came to my page, consumed most of my content, and saved two of them that made sense to her. And finally, about 8 months later, 6 months later, he said, "Okay, I want to work with you. Come to the office and let's talk." And she ended up paying 35,000 outright because he was an invincible customer who knew the problem and was preparing towards it, right? But for you to make daily sales, you're going to target these people, right? So you're going to break your campaign into two. Some of your content is going to focus on these people, right? Majority of it will focus here, and the rest will focus on these people who are not ready. Because these people, because they are ready, and because these people are almost ready, when they see your videos, when they see your content, they are going to contact you. They will ask you questions. This is where the sales start because they're going to ask you questions. They're going to leave comments. These people will see you and pass by you. These people will see you, watch you, save you, or share or bookmark. They are not ready now. So if you divide your content and your marketing into two, you'll be able to get people, the 3% that are ready now, depending on your industry. As I said, some industries, the 3% is very huge. Depending on your industry, you'll be able to keep getting the 3% every day. Some industries, the 3%, their sales process is longer. So it might take like a week before you get two or three. Some of them, it might take a month. But if you follow this strategy, and you create the right content to meet the right person, you will have people who will be coming to you every day. You have people who will plan ahead for you. Because for me right now, if I decide not to post content again, if I decide not to run ads again, if I decide not to do any form of marketing again, my invincible list is over 150,000 people. There's a way you can create the invincible list of people. Though you don't have their name and numbers, you will see the data that in the last 6 months, over 150,000 people have engaged with you. These people are waiting for their time to come. They are waiting for their money to come. They are waiting for a deadline. They are waiting for something in their lives to change, to become critical, and then they'll make that decision. So once you understand this strategic framework, the rest becomes very easy. And the rest now is, what do you do? What do you say? How do you say it to get the right people to come to you?